care about each other regardless of who we voted for. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can be better people. Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, you're only saying that because you're losing your business because you voted for Donald Trump. We should all care about each other. Who specifically were you caring about other than yourself when you cast your vote for Donald Trump? The fact of the matter is you voted for Donald Trump because you thought all of the things that are happening to you were just going to happen to other people. And now you sit here saying we should all care about each other. You were upset that people have come onto the internet to express their opinions about you when you got on the internet and said, I am a Trump voter who is losing his business, and you literally asked for these people to respond. And when they do, you're upset about that when the whole reason you did it was to get a lot of views and likes and clicks to promote your business, which is failing, and now you're upset that you got exactly what you wanted. Which is ironic because you're also upset you voted for Trump. We all have our own experience with Donald Trump. Personally, I watched hundreds of businesses and tens of thousands of jobs in my industry disappear because Donald Trump crashed the global oil and gas market. That's in his first administration, okay? I watched that, and then I watched him convince people in the oil and gas industry that he was the best thing ever for them and that we were going to drill, baby, drill. What's happening to those people right now? A lot of people in this country are going to be negatively impacted by this presidency. Not just you. A lot of people are going to be negatively impacted much worse than you. People are going to lose their lives in El Salvadorian prisons. And you think we're worried about your rims business? I can't predict what you will lose under this administration, but I can tell you this. You're probably not going to end up in a foreign prison somewhere because you have the one thing going for you those people don't. That pretty white skin. Yeah. So what's the problem? You're going to be fine. But the fact that you would ask for sympathy from people who are witnessing other people go through things 1,000 times worse than you when you literally voted for what is happening to you, and you expect Americans to give you some kind of sympathy, is just on a level I can't even imagine. I'm sure all this tariff thing will go away probably within the next week, and you'll be back to selling your rims. I mean, thank God, right? I mean, there's nothing more important than your rims. You say we should all care about each other. I don't want anything to happen to you. With that being said, I'm certainly not going to feel sorry for you because you made your choices. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it. I don't have to feel sorry for you. It certainly doesn't mean I want something bad to happen to you. That is just karma, doing what karma does. Thanks.
Hear me out. I want you to hear me out. So, you remember people kept saying, but you guys, what are you going to do when you guys are next? When black people are next? Because after us, what are you going to do? Because they're going to be after you. So you are that unaware about what's been going on in the black community for centuries that you think that we haven't been oppressed. Are you kidding me? That blows my mind. And you expect me to run to want to help you? Our babies been getting snatched up out our arms. Our houses been getting burnt up. Our fathers been getting killed. Our mothers been getting raped. We been getting charged with stuff we didn't do. Kids been getting snatched up and locked up for crimes they did not commit. So, when you see me say, I'm stepping back, this y'all fight, y'all got it, I sincerely mean it. I'm resting and I'm raising my children. That's what y'all did. And you still don't get it. Crazy.
I think I'd be a little naive sometimes, trying to give people the benefit of the doubt intellectually, because when the Hispanic Latino community kept saying to us, y'all will be next, I promise you it never crossed my mind that they thought we were immigrants. I never thought that they were that dense. Never. Like, I thought when they were saying that, they were saying like, oh, once they're done with us, they'll be harassing you next. And that's why in all my videos when I was speaking on it earlier on, I'm like, we know that, bitch. We always been the target. Like, I thought they was just saying we'll be targeted next. I had no idea they thought we were immigrants. That shit is comedy. Def Comedy Jam. Where y'all at? We need to reboot. Because what? Ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all that dense to have thought we was immigrants. Ain't no fucking way. I couldn't believe it. Now I'm seeing all of these videos and the Hispanics and Latinos are confirming like, yeah, a lot of the people in the community don't know that the history of black Americans and that they're not immigrants and that some of them are indigenous and that most of them came over here and are descendants of slaves. And I'm like, they didn't know that? What? And it's not like I'm thinking they should go research some history and culture that's not theirs. It's just, this is common knowledge.
Why do people keep voting Republican? The last 3 Republican presidents left the country worse than when it started. The last Republican president to leave the country better than when he started was Ronald Reagan.
guys, welcome. So in this video, literally you can see the Latinos are furious about the fact that the black community, or should I say the black Americans, they cannot be migrated because black Americans belong to America. They're wondering how is that possible. So in their mind they thought that, when this mass deportation is going to happen, they thought that it's going to affect the black Americans, not knowing that black Americans, their home is in America. How did it come about? Well, history. If you read your history, then you will know that black Americans, their home is America. And they are protected under the 13th Amendment in American Constitution, where the descendants of slavery, they are protected and they are acknowledged as part of American citizens. So there's nothing you can do about it, because if you go to the history of America, they went to war because they wanted to free the slaves and acknowledge the fact that all human beings are equal. So if you want to undo that, then you have to go back to the descendants of America, the founding fathers of America, and go and tell them at that time that, you know what, you guys made a mistake. Maybe you should not have given the black Americans their citizenship. Because right now, the Latino community, they're crying. They're furious when they realize the black community, the black Americans, are not going to be deported because they belong in America. Their home is America. So some of them are saying, oh, they're Africans. Yes, their original black Americans is Africa. But how did they come to America? Simple. Slaves. So they were bought, Africans were brought in America as slaves. And they worked them back. They literally, sacrificed. The blood was removed, and they had their own kids, family under those hardship conditions. Slaves were okay, I cannot say they were forced, but literally, for the workers to survive and all this stuff, they had their own community, their own families, they intermarry among themselves, their own food, they were their own housing, they had their own community as slaves. And of course, the white settlers, let's say the plantation owners, they were so happy about that because it means it's a continuation of owning slaves. Because as a slave, if you end up having children, those children, they're also slaves. Yes. So that was before the abolition of slavery. And once the abolition came into force, when America fought, and yes, the northern states of America won, that is the New York state, the blue states, they won over the red state of America. They literally, free all the slaves. They were emancipated, and they became part and parcel of American citizen, which is recognized under the Constitution of America. So yes, black Americans, they cannot be deported. Unfortunately for the Latino community who voted the way they did, in their mind they thought, the black Americans, they can be deported back to Africa. I'm sorry to tell you, you can't do that. That's the same way the Native Americans belong to America, because they are originally part and parcel of America. Because if you say you want to deport them, how are you going to start? Are you going back to the generation of of great just to trace where they come from, or how you're going to deport them? Because if you're going to deport the black Americans, that means you also have to deport the white settlers and the whites of America, because even them originally they're not part of America. They came in America. The only original people of America are the Native Americans. Those are the ones who have 100% right to say America is ours. This is where we belong, and we have nowhere else to go. And everyone else in America, they came and settled in America. Yes, so this is what they say: when you're voting, vote wisely. Know who you're voting for. When you cast your vote, please, when you think of, oh, this policy is only going to affect other communities and not mine, you better think twice and learn from this experience, because the repercussions are very painful right now. If you look at the Latino community, the Asian community in America and all this stuff, families are torn apart People are losing their jobs, people are losing their homes, people are being separated from their families, their children. It's so painful, and for them to get back together, it's going to take years, and some even it will never happen. People are literally suffering right now. So the next time we're told to vote wisely, please do your research. Know who you're voting for. Vote for someone who has your best interest at heart, because it doesn't make sense for you to come here, cry, and say, oh, I wish I knew, wish I could turn back the time. Yet during the campaign time, you were the first people who were singing, oh, I will vote for Donald Trump. You were singing that national anthem, and literally stimulate your whole community to embrace it, and literally vote in huge numbers that ended up, flipping, the votes in and make the red Republicans to win the overall, vote, and becoming the current president of America. So next time, vote wisely. And yes, the Latino community, Black Americans, they are sitting this one out. They told you guys and you did not listen, and now they're sitting it out. And no, Black Americans cannot be deported. They are not immigrants. They are part and parcel of America. America and Black Americans, they are one. You cannot separate the two. As much as Black Americans are oppressed in one way or another under the American system, but they are part and parcel of America. So they're not going anywhere. Their home is in America. As for you Latinos, you originally know your home country. That's the reason why during the protest you are waving a flag of of your original homeland country and all the stuff, and people are literally saying, why are you waving that kind of flag and you're part of America, and you say you are an American citizen. So literally you guys know where your homeland is, and if people say they're going to deport you because you don't have the papers, well, these are the consequences of what you voted for. Let me know what you think about this video, and drop your comments, and I'd love to hear from you guys. And please subscribe to my channel.